Hey guys, it's Chad with Thor's Day in Paradise. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate the support. So I have a lot of stuff to go over. I'm sitting here in my chair right here trying to figure out exactly how I'm gonna, not just word it, but kind of bring it all together. And I just said fuck it, and I clicked it on and just start talking. It's usually how it goes, right? So we do have quite a bit of stuff to go over. I'm gonna try to make this short, but I say that you already know how long the video is. So it doesn't matter what I say. If I say it's gonna be short, just don't pay attention to that number. Okay, so first of all, I would like to give a big shout out to Decoders of Truth. One of my Facebook friends and followers on YouTube, Bob, he's an administrator for the Facebook group Decoders of Truth. He contacted me and said, hey, I would really love to team up with you. And to it's to unify us, to bring us together as light workers, as a community, as humanity, and this is the time to do it. So when I told him that I was going to come out with another video and a new one and mention that Facebook group, the Decoders of Truth, he said, yeah, do something about unity. And then that brought to mind the number 13 and just the synchronicities around this number and the day. This is a 13 day actually, which is another 11/11 day. It's actually an 11/10/10 day. So happy 11/11. But I like the 10/10 in there because that 0 is like source energy, 0 point energy, of pure creation, and we'll get into it. But all my viewers, and I was hoping you guys go to Decoders of Truth. It's I stand behind just the principle of that saying, of that phrase, decoding truth, Decoders of Truth. I'm 100% behind this, and I would, I'm actually really excited about working with people from Decoders of Truth, and maybe later on or coming up, because we're just starting this. Maybe there's going to be more things that we're going to offer, or things that are going to go through, but pretty much probably just through that page. And I've been guided to start a Patreon, and I didn't really know why for a while, and then so I haven't done it. I've looked into it, but I didn't start one, and now I'm kind of starting to see. So I think I'll probably start a Patreon. And of course, I have some Oracle cards. I pulled one from the Viking, one from the Dragons, and I'm going to at least pull a Dragon card every time now because their energy is so strong in here that came back onto the planet. And it's like they definitely got in contact with me, not in a way. But, I have a background with dragons. I have things that I'm very connected with dragons. And they're very real. If you kind of don't know anything about dragons, they're very real. So I'm kind of one of those people that's here to present them and to work with them and to encourage people to work with them. And I'm going to be pulling at least one dragon card each video. Call on that dragon. Let him know that you want, or you're willing to have him help you, and watch how things go. Be able to interact with you, because you do have free will. So if you're not going to acknowledge them, then there's limited. It's limiting what they can do for you. And in that last video that I made, remember I just got done saying, talk to your dragon, say hello to them. Make sure that you're acknowledging their presence. And right then I looked back, I'm like, what is beeping? What that was my dragon voice command on my phone turned on and started beeping, and I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck's beeping over there? So that was total confirmation. And it's funny because it was dragon, right? And it said, say hello, dragon. And it was just too cool. The dragons were definitely giving confirmation on that. So say hello to your dragon, say what's up. So yeah, we'll get to the Oracle cards after, and it's only one, just energies for December pretty much. And so December is a 13 universal month because it's a 12 plus it's a 10-year with the 2017. Together you reduce that down and that comes to 10 or 1. So it's a 13-month next month. So that's kind of what this video is about, the number 13. I started just with what I knew about the number and the synchronicities I knew about the number, and I wrote them down, and I was trying to kind of piece it together in my head what I'm going to talk about. And then I looked it up on the internet. Oh, I just shut it down. I said, no, but this is just way too much. So there's so much stuff surrounding the number 13. But in general, the number 13 is a number of great power, is a number of pure transformation, and to help us recreate certain things. So it has to do with the crystal skulls. It has to do with so much stuff going on with 13. So did you know there's 13 zodiac signs? The Mayans, they knew there's 13 moons or 13 months. Yeah. So I printed out a little paper on this too. So the 13th zodiac sign, we'll jump into this, is Ophiuchus, or Ophiuchus. It's Ophiuchus. It's between Scorpio and Sagittarius. Like I said, there's synchronicities going on right here because this is where we're at right now. We are in Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus. Damn it, I can't say it. Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus. It's a hidden element of the ether. It consists of all the elements: earth, air, fire, and water. It's cool. And I would like to refer you back to my my video from 2 months ago about the 5 elements and the meditation that Shivan taught me, or Lord Shiva taught me, about becoming one with all the elements. And this definitely plays into that with where we're at right now with Ophiuchus, the energies that are around us. Each sign is ruled by a planet. Pluto rules Scorpio and Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is also known as the serpent bearer, the great healer, the keeper of esoteric wisdom. Like a phoenix being born from its own ashes, Ophiuchus rises from the shadows where it has been hidden. So why did they choose to leave out poor Ophiuchus? Ophiuchus. I can't fucking say it. There's a thing about Isis, but I want to read this part. And this is like the given reason, and kind of like goes back to legends or myths. So it says that the male aspect is a different story to get, that part doesn't matter. There's a god named Asclepius, Greek words, who ended up pissing off Hades, the god of the underworld. Hades was pissed off because no one was dying, so he went to Zeus and asked him, "Hey, dude, what's up with no one dying?" And like Asclepius is being a bitch about it, like taunting him or whatever. So Zeus looked into it, and what was happening was Asclepius was healing everyone, and no one was dying. So Zeus killed Asclepius for Hades, because Hades, he's like, dude, I gotta get some fresh meat down here. This is boring as shit. So what Zeus did is he killed him, but he took Asclepius and he set him up in the constellations, and which is known now as Ophiuchus. And it says here we get a glimpse of the idea of how important the 13th sign really is. With all that said, we can now enjoy this sign as part of the whole that was and is and always will be part of our lives. So, there's a lot of shit around the number 13, isn't it? It's kind of impressed on us that it's an unlucky number. That It's like one, you know, that's like a whole +1, which is bad. But why? Why is 13 a bad number? Why were we programmed to think this way? Now we're becoming decoders of truth. Like, uh, seriously though, it's a huge transformative number. So there's 13 rays. I know you're like, well, there's only 7 rays. Well, as we're moving into the 5th dimension, into New Earth, there's six more colors added to the rays. And then there's 5 secret rays, but those are rays of life. I don't think there's so much with colors. But I'm a leader of the 2nd secret ray of air, which is gold with a pink tint to it, or like peaches color. If you can see, if your third eye's open, you can see my halo, my energy is, you know, golden with that pink tint to it. And so when Atlantis, before Atlantis was created, these 13 masters came together, and they brought their master skulls, their master crystal skulls, and the master crystals, and they transformed them into the first 13 skulls. One of these masters is one of my aspects. His name is Nigele. He's the ascended aspect for Mars, which it's the same aspect that's known as Aries, Enki, Solomon, Serapis, El. But this is all the same. This is Nigele. And in a previous video, I've talked about, I closed my eyes after I woke up, and in dream state, and I saw this person right in my mind's eye just saying, I'm ready to come out. And this was Nigele, my Atlantean aspect, or crystal worker. He's a master, is what he is. And so now that we're coming into December, and we're moving into a new Earth and ascending into the 5th dimension, we're going to be recreating these energies of the beginning of Atlantis, to the golden age of Atlantis. This is the new golden age, right? So this is what part of my mission is. This is a little bit down the road, but this is part of it. And we're progressing to get there. It's all about progression. I keep getting pushed to do new things, and I try to stay stagnant and kind of like, oh, I'm good right here. And it's like, nope, you got to keep going, Chad. Push it, push forward, share, heal, get out there and get out of your comfort zone, because nothing grows in the comfort zone. Nothing can expand. So, and we'll get into that in a minute when I talk a little bit more about other stuff. You know, there's Jesus plus the apostles was 13. Jacob and his 12 sons and the 12 tribes of Israel. That was another life of mine as Jacob. The 13 is a karmic number, which represents great power. I think I said the great power part already. But the number 13 is the karmic number of upheaval, so that new ground can be broken. And so right now, as we move into December, which is the 13 universal month, it's all about transformation, transforming ourselves. It's coming together and creating what we want our future to be. And too much information. Anyways, yeah, so what I was saying before, 2 things that I started to say and then I got off track already. One was, there's a video, it's this guy named Darrell Inc, and he channels this person Bashar, and it talks about the crystal skulls, 13 crystal skulls, and the original ones, and a lot of good information. I'm going to leave that link down below. And then the other thing I was going to get into is why we're programmed to think it's a bad number, unlucky number. And this is the powers that be don't want us to unlock the powers of 13. And so this is why it's been shown as bad. I mean, even gangs use it, and so everyone's like 13. That's a bad number, but it's actually the number of creation. I mean, it's very manifestation number. It's also equals 4, which 1111 equals 4, and so it kind of goes in with that too. Um, 11 and 13, the prime numbers. Okay, so pretty cool. What else was there about the number 13? There's so much about the number 13 that I can't even start to go into it. But that's a little bit about what I just knew already. Wanted to kind of share that. And like I said, it's a 13 day. It's an 11/11 day. It's a great day to be manifesting. Do some kind of meditation. Go outside. Ground yourself. Okay. So this is the other thing is I'm gonna try to move along because the video is getting long already. The other couple nights ago, I was on Facebook and this post came up, and I decided to offer it's like a fifth dimensional Mahatma Unconditional Love vortex that I can set up, and I am certified to set this up through New Paradigm. And I usually it goes along with my healings. It goes along with my clearings. It's like half the work right there, just me setting up this vortex. So underneath, you see, I just offer it for half the price of a healing or one of my clearings. It's half the work. It's half the price. But because I'm doing the number 13, and the other day I offered it for free to a bunch of women who were talking about a certain subject and they needed some healing, so I offered it for free. And I got out to a bunch of people, and I know a couple of those women are definitely going to be watching this video. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask you ladies, please, down below in the comments, write your experience about what this did for you and the healing it gave you, and the release and the upliftment it gave you after I had set this for you. And obviously just to let people know that it's real, that it's not just, I'm not just taking your money and say, oh yeah, there's a vortex around it. It is very real. And I'm not gonna, so I was just charging half price for $22 just for a vortex. But because of what we're talking about, because of what we're going into, I'm just gonna offer it for $13 for the rest of the year. This helps unify us, bring us together. It helps, and this is the thing I was talking about, getting pushed to do things. So I don't usually talk about the business part while I'm on my videos. I don't really care that much. As long as I'm serving the universe, which is, I feel, is my job really, is I'm an unconditional universal servant. The universe takes care of me. But I'm really being pushed to offer these things that I do, that, like the business part, because I just need to get out to as many people as I can. I need to heal as many people as I can. I need to share my energy with as many people as I can. And there's another thing I forgot I was going to talk about. I'll get into that before I do the reading. So yeah, $13 for a vortex. I would totally do it for free, but it wears on me. I did it for maybe a dozen women that night, maybe 15, and I'll do it again. Very happy I did. I was very, very happy to serve and to help in that way. Man, I didn't sleep a couple nights ago because I just keep bringing this fifth dimensional energy into me, this Mahatma Unconditional Love, and I did it so many times that I was up all night. But it felt good. Like it kind of gets you high. And as you know, I'm an alcoholic and an addict, but I'm in recovery. I almost got 3 years, almost coming up on it in a couple months. So it's just weird though. It's like it's a natural high, and it's just unconditional love. So it's not like a bad thing, but definitely, man, I'm flying high when I do a bunch of readings. But yeah, so I have to charge something, because if I just told you guys on the internet, well, I guess it was on the internet, but if I tell you on what's this called, YouTube, I would just get man, I would get slammed with a bunch of free ones, and it would just it takes a toll. So at least it'll, you know, it costs something. So some people may be like, no, but hey, if you really want it, you don't even have $13. Don't worry about it. Get a hold of me. We'll figure something out. As long as there's some kind of transfer of energy, I guess. I don't mind doing them. What was I gonna get? I was just about to say something. Fuck, I can't remember. And I'm not doing this video over. That's for sure. I don't know. Yeah, get a hold of me. I do have a Venmo if you can't use PayPal, and that is Chad / Dan. It's all below. Fuck, I don't remember. I put it all in the information. Um, so yeah, I'm just being pushed to kind of be a little bit more, not forceful, but be a little bit more open and talk about it a little bit more about the business part, because I need to reach more people. And you know, that's what it's about. And the cool thing about it is I usually get on Skype with people and we just sit there and talk, and I'll answer questions and you get to know me. So it's not just like I just bam bam, you know, whatever. Like there's some kind of interaction, and there doesn't have to be if you don't want to, but you know, I'm here. Okay, so let's get into the oracle. So I was talking about I was going to say something, and that was I wanted to give a little bit of background about me and my dragons and how I got to know them. So as I was awakened and I was going through my 3 ordainments in the physical, at my second ordainment, it was my dragon Draco that came into the body of the Hathors, or the shell or the vessel of Hathor, and he's the one that stepped me through my ordainments. And then he came out and then he popped up in the sky, big old dragon. It's super cool. But him and the Midgard serpent are my 2 dragons that are connected directly to me. And with Draco, he's connected to my Gabriel energy, and with Midgard serpent, connected with my Thor energy. And so because I'm here as my higher self, as Gabriel, I hold all aspects inside of me, all those energies. So I am all of those. And that's the other thing is, that's what I forgot to say, is a monad also is 13, right? You have 12 aspects plus your higher self making 13, so a whole. 13 is like a whole number. Okay, but what they did was Draco got a draconian blood ruby and put his energy into it, and then Shalandra, the Midgard serpent, put her energy into this. It was called like a dragon's eye stone. I don't know if that's the name of the actual stone, but they put their energies in it, and I held them I had them in my pocket. I put the ruby on a necklace, and I went to sleep with them. Like I wore shorts to go to sleep, just so I can do this. And I put them in my pocket, and I wore the necklace for like a month and a half straight, so that I can integrate their energies into me, and this keeps that bond. I'm not exactly sure exactly what it does, but I was told, here, these are for you, and you need to keep them on your body as close as you can for as long as you can. And then I ended up going to jail, and I lost everything, so I don't have those anymore. But it was so cool that when I was holding that dragon eye and I was looking at it, it hit the light just, and there was metal on the backside of it. It was like, you know, glued into a piece. The sun had just hit it just right, and it was shining, and someone took a picture of me with my phone. And so I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, cool. And then you zoom in, and you can see a dragon behind me without her eye. And you could tell it was like feminine kind of looking. Have you ever seen Shrek? You know that dragon, how like you could tell it's a girl dragon? It's kind of like that. She didn't look like a cartoon. But you could clearly see it, and it wasn't her whole body, but it was just her head, like in the bushes. It was the coolest thing. I wish I had that phone still to show you guys, but like I said, I lost everything when I went to jail. I think I just hit my anniversary for getting out of jail. I got out of jail 2 years ago on the 19th. From November. Been a couple years. I came out of there with nothing, absolutely nothing, and you know, except for I had sobriety and I had a better understanding, and I had some principles that I had learned that I practiced, and so all I had was knowledge, and from there I took the knowledge and that the will to serve, and I created a nice little life for myself. I'm still, you know, progressing and doing things. I'm definitely not just like, this is it. I'm good doing this every day forever. Definitely, there's things that we gotta create, recreate, do as a society, do, and you know, and I'm right here, and that's I'm here on a mission. You know, let's get it done, and it's my sole urge to like just to help and to help humanity and to get us into this new golden age and set us up good. You know, to be peaceful, dude, to live in peace. Okay, so let's get into this reading real quick, and it's not that long. So I pulled some Viking Oracle, and with the fucking Viking Oracle deck, I'm always like, I set the intention, I just want one card, and always a few come out, right? So actually, the first one that came out was Othila. And then we got Wunjo. And then the overall energy, like I flipped the deck over and I'm like, overall energy, I'm like, this was kind of just for, right here is supposed to be the overall energy for December. But then I saw that it was manas and I'm like, fuck, yeah, this is meant to come in it too, because this is exactly what it's about. And so it's about coming together, it's about transformation. So I'll read them real quick. Oh, and then our dragon was the fire and water dragon. And perfect. I mean, whenever I'm doing it, because I pull the cards quite a bit and I'll be asking about things, he comes out a lot. So he's definitely, there's some cards that have never come out of that deck yet, but he's come out multiple times for me. So he's definitely around us. Call on him, ask him. He's all about embodying your life and flow with the living force. Prepare for change and to move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected and have fun. And that's exactly where we are. And I mean, he comes out all the time, so he's definitely with us. Okay, what am I trying to... Okay. Wunjo. Seek joy actively. That's what the dragon just said. It's the most important aspect of your life right now. Loyalty in tough times. Working for and with the community is a positive move. Long-held wishes can come true now when you accept and support the input from others. The bell of new rings out, ringing in my happiness, calling in the balance, signaling my friends, singing in the halls. I am grateful, I am Wunjo. That's exactly what it's all about. Coming together, transforming our society, being happy, following our joy at every moment. Othila, equilibrium. We are rich if we have our family, our friends, and our health. Ancestral energy becomes important. A gift of inheritance may be forthcoming. I am the result of 1,000 lifetimes of love, of bravery, of tears, of joy, of skills, of connection. The bloodlines that flow. The bloodlines that flow. I am Othila. So this is about, like I was talking about too, like our monads. These are aspects of us. This is the DNA that's in our blood. This is our ancestors. These are the energies from Atlantis that we're bringing back, recreating to come into this new golden age. And then, Manus. Yeah. Where did it go? Manus says, develop yourself in all ways that you can. Fulfill your potential. Do not shy away from the collective consciousness. Human nature means mistakes are made, but we can learn from them. Working with and for the community is becoming important. Be rational about an issue rather than emotional. From the God's breath, I came and was made whole. life given, fate's chosen, word bestowed and flowed. But it is up to me now to move and choose. It is up to me to shimmer the carvings, to shake the tree. I am Manus. So it's all about transformation and coming together. The collective consciousness. We need to. Never mind. Okay, so the dragon. He is helping us with these energies. So fire and water dragon. Fire and Water Dragon enables your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change and move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected. Have fun. Always follow your highest joy, your greatest amount of joy you can at each moment, because that will lead you to exactly where you're supposed to be. The quickest way. It may look like this, but it's actually the quickest way to get to where your destiny is. That's why it's all about the journey, not just the destination. Is following joy to get there. Okay. Orange and green fire water dragons are fourth-dimensional powerhouses. Fire and water together create steam, which is a mighty force that moves us forward towards ascension. Fire energizes us, while the water aspect help us to flow. The flow may be gentle, but we are more than likely to get caught up in the raging torrent. With a fire and water dragon around, we change and movement is inevitable. These particular dragons can also be very playful. They come to us when we want or need to add excitement or fun to our life. Call on fire and water dragons whenever you face big changes, decisions, or challenges on your pathway. These will push you through times of inertia or fatigue by fulfilling you with new expectations and excitement. Once you have made up your mind, they will bolster your energy and give you thrust and determination. They also love to play and have fun and will lighten you up. Your guidance is now to be prepared for rapid change in your life as you are being propelled into a higher state of being. If you make up your mind about a direction that you wish to take, these dragons will push you on with grace and surprising ease. If you are not clear, you may find something arises that you haven't anticipated. So expect the unexpected and enjoy the changes coming to you. Look through the eyes of the fire and water dragon and see everything from a higher, lighter perspective. And remember that whatever happens is for your highest good. Always. Everything is divinely timed, right? Just go with the flow and follow your joy. So I think I've covered everything. Let me know if you want that vortex of unconditional love, of fifth dimensional Mahatma Unconditional Love. I could set it up for you. It's life transforming, really. Like it'll take away everything that's negative, and it'll set a protection around you to where nothing negative can come in. Things that are negative won't fucking want to come anywhere near you, entities or anything like that, because you will automatically transmute them, transmute them is what I meant. Back into love, back into light instantly. That's the way it works. So, $13. I could be charging $1,300 for this easily. Probably if I had more people knew who I was. But this is like one of the easiest things that you can do for yourself to completely take all that negativity out of you and just change it back to love and light, and you'll feel so much lighter and happier. It's just, it helps me to help more people. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'm sorry that this is so long, but hey, we had fun getting there. Later, guys. Go to Decoders of Truth on Facebook and check it out. Super cool. I really like the page too. Later, guys.